Welcome to the Fail Forward podcast. The purpose of this podcast is change the negative stigma around failure into a positive. Failure is only a negative if we do not learn from it and we give up. Welcome back to the Fail Forward podcast. So today I want to talk about something I'm really passionate about, and that is the fact that I've stopped giving a what people think about me. It's taken me so many years, and I've done an episode previously on this, but it's just going from strength to strength at the moment. I've spent most of my life caring too much about what people think of me, and I truly believe that is what restricts a lot of people from living their goals and dreams and stepping out their comfort zone, because they're worrying about what's someone going to say if I put X on social media, if I go and wear this down the pub, or if I stop drinking, or whatever you do. The thoughts of what other people are thinking of you can really restrict you from living your life in a way that you want and the way that you feel most comfortable. And I'm sharing this with you because the podcast is starting to create great success, but on the same turn that I'm actually getting more friction from people surrounding me than I've ever had. I was out the other evening in the pub, and someone said to me, "Henry, I think people are just fed up of seeing you on social media." And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, scroll on by like everyone else. If you see something you don't like down the street, you're just going to walk on by. So social media is the same. And years ago, that would have really bothered me. It would have really irked me, and I probably wouldn't be sat here now on this camera, on this podcast, talking to you about people not caring about you. Like, I know a lot of people like to be liked, but I took it to excess. From my youth of being moved around a lot through different schools, I was very popular. But my whole persona was built around, and my whole ego was around about being popular. And as I grew up into my adult life, if I went to a party and there was 20 people in the room, if 19 people liked me and one didn't, that would really irk me that one person didn't like me. And quite often what I've actually found now is you think someone doesn't like me, and then you find out that they're just really shy and timid, or you have nothing in common. And you know what? I've also learned that not everyone is going to like you. Like, people aren't going to like what you do. So what you do shouldn't really even matter. Like, what people's opinion of me is really none of my business, because I'm sure lots of people have lots of opinions about people. But until you really stop caring about what people think about you, you can't release the shackles and go and live your goals and dreams. Like, if I was really worried about what people are going to say, whether my content's good or shit or amazing, like, someone might listen to my content and go, nah, it's not for me. But I'm sure there's lots of people that listen to my content and go, cool, yeah, I really get this guy. I get what journey he's been on. And I think the whole point of this is not about people liking this podcast or not, or people liking me or my content. It's about really living your true values and your true self without worrying about what the world says about you, without worrying about what people think about you, because people will have an opinion. When I was going through the shit and I lost everything, people were down the pub talking about me behind my back, because I know, because friends told me, really putting the daggers in my back. But now I'm really successful, and people are still talking about me now to my face, saying they're fed up of seeing me on social media. So whether you're doing good things or whether you're doing bad things, people are always going to have an opinion of you. So my biggest bit of advice is just stop caring what people think. Like, I care what my close family and friends think, of course, because I love them dearly, and I want to know that I'm doing good in their eyes. Of course I do. But if someone close to me had an opinion and I didn't agree with it, and it was against some of my values, I would still carry on being me. I would just respect their opinion. So really, for me, the true meaning of freedom in life is to really just not care what people think, and just live completely to who you are, wear what you want, be who you want. Obviously, you can't say what you want, because you don't want to offend everyone, and you need to have a filter, but to a point that you can be and live who you want to be. Don't live someone else's dreams. Don't live someone else's goals. I think it's one of the biggest challenges we see with social media. Are you actually living your goals? Or are you looking at what everyone else is doing, wanting their life? Because we all know that social media is fake. People live their best lives. You don't see people dealing with their screaming kids and, all the other challenges and stuff that happen. People just put their smiling kids on social media. So stop living what you think other people want you to live, and just live what you want to do, what you want to be who you want to be. And that, to me, is exactly what freedom is exactly about. And once you start doing that, you'll start finding it easier to get out of your comfort zone. Because if you want to be successful in business, you need to go up in the levels of business. You need to keep developing and owning it. And the only way to do that is by getting out your comfort zone. And to get out your comfort zone, you need to do things that will make you feel uncomfortable, and you might be worrying about what people are going to think of you. I'm going to speak to a couple of thousand people on stage over 3 events over the next month. Like, if it all goes wrong and no one claps, yes, I'll be gutted. My ego will be hurt. But I tell you what, I'll learn loads from it because I'm going to fail forward. I'm sure that won't happen. But if I'm worrying about what the whole audience are going to think, then that's going to have a completely different spin on exactly what I'm going to say. It's the same with this podcast. If I was worrying about what people are thinking, I wouldn't be talking about my addiction. I wouldn't be talking about my failure. I wouldn't be talking about all the things that have gone wrong in my life, because I'd be so worried what everyone thinks of me. Like, there's no point in worrying about what people think of you. I'll say it again. What someone's opinion of you is none of your business. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because people will always have an opinion of you, good or bad. So go and take the shackles off. Just be yourself, live your dreams, live who you are, and stay true to that. Thank you all for listening today. If you like this episode, please like, share and subscribe. And also always send me your thoughts, because I'm having some amazing messages coming in from you guys. So I do appreciate all of them, and I'll reply to everybody that messaged me. Thanks everyone.